Do you have a second? I'll tell you a funny story. Okay, I go to a lot of places where karaoke is a big thing,
okay,
right?
Sure.
A lot of these foreign countries you go to, that's a big thing for them, and for them to sing American songs, okay, is huge, right? And they always try to get me to go up and sing, and then I tell them, look, I said, I cannot sing. Don't make me do it. You'll regret it. I'm no good at. The thing is I know that I'm bad, right? And they'll finally talk me, and it would go up there and sing, and then I sit down there and go, you were right. So all my friends, once they make me do it one time, they never make me do it again. But the thing is, I have no vanity about the fact that I can sing, because I know I can't.
But we're all dying to know what your karaoke song is.
Okay.
You got to tell us now that you set up that story.
They sing all kinds of things, like, it's really, it's funny. It actually make a great B-roll.
Okay.
We
will save that. Are we ready for Iron Mountain Turquoise?
Iron Mountain. And what makes this, okay, if you're a collector, you've actually bought this from me in the past. And the story on this, like every, everything that I ever see, I also get flashbacks, and then I remember, how that occurred. It's really strange, like I won't see a material for a long time, and then key in. I have one of my partners in one of the businesses that I own that we acquire turquoise and things like that together. He's only about 6 years younger than me, but he looks like he's 30. Okay, he looks 30 years younger than me. When I first met him and stuff, I thought he was like maybe in his early 20s, and he was like almost 30 or close to 40 at that time. But he just looked so young. For what we were going to this one turquoise deposit was there's this huge iron mine, and on the top of that mountain, on the very, very top, there was a small turquoise mine, small turquoise deposit. And we would do business with them, and we did this for years. And as we were driving up to the mine site, we would go past this iron mine, and on a rainy day where it had been wet, and you would look across the valley onto this iron mine, you could see the bands of turquoise. Wow. You would just, it was, when if you went up there when it was dry or something, it just was dusty, and it's just a commercial pit, it's an iron mine, but it's a big open pit mine, huge commercial operation, huge dump trucks, a big drag net and everything. This is a major iron mine. And, you wouldn't even know it was there. But on rainy days, if you went up there and it was wet, you would look across and you would see the turquoise. Literally, you could see it from across the valley. That's how predominant it was. And so for years, we tried to get the rights to see if there's some way that we could, mine this material. And just nothing. They just, as soon as they found out, you're American and everything, they forget it. They don't want anything to do with you. And they don't want anything to do with anybody mining turquoise. And so my partner, we were talking at one time. We were talking about how crazy this is. I wish we could get in there.
Yeah, he goes,
he goes, the guy that was his buddy in school, right?
Okay.
They were best friends in school and everything. He goes, his uncle owns that mine, and so through his friend, we got to the uncle, and it was one of those things, and we were allowed to mine. And so, but now the only time we could mine is when they would shut down for maintenance, or they were out of that end of the pit. And then we were allowed to go in for just, maybe a couple weeks or whatever. It was kind of like a snatch and grab. They had no interest in the turquoise at all. Of course, we had to take care of his relative and everything, and made it worth everybody's while. But about 5 years ago, they pretty much have closed that all off to any kind of, they just don't want the hassle of anybody going in there. And so we have no access whatsoever. And so we really kind of quit doing this material. Now, one of the things, and this is true of me always, when I tell you that I'm running out of a material and you're not gonna ever see it again, that's a good time to buy the material. And here's why. We always save the best to the end. I always, we grade everything. Now, I'm not saying that we sell you things that are bad material. I'm just saying that I learned from my mentor a long time ago, save the best for the last.
Definitely the best.
You're always guaranteed that you're going to be able to sell the best. And so this is some of the best. It almost, if I didn't tell you any different, it even has almost a Hubei feel to it, right? It's not Hubei at all. It's Iron Mountain. But it almost has that feel.
Because of the matrix?
Because of the matrix and the different colorations of this. This is all
shades
natural.
Of blue.
All the different shades of blue that are in this. But this was some of the really super high grade material that we got out of the mine. It was just some of the things that I had put back that I wanted to keep as something special, to do something special with. These were all nuggets, okay? So they're big nuggets. What we did is we had them all sorted by size. The thing with this, I can't cut cabochons with it because the color variation is so crazy. Now, if I was just making you a one-of-a-kind piece or something, I could do that. But to make any kind of thing
where I
have to do something that, that they're all going to be kind of similar or, within a color range, especially to sell them here on TV, we have to do that. But I'm just telling you, if it's highly collectible. Okay, this is something, I don't have some huge stash of this that's sitting back in the warehouse. Again, just like lapis, I have nothing coming in the back door. So I got everything going out the front door. So this is really some of the best that ever came out of that deposit.
So you're getting the best quality from our Turquoise King here at HSN. You're getting a mine find that no one else has their hands on. And you're getting this gorgeous color, which is just to die for. It's very lightweight. It's very comfortable. It's smooth and cool against your skin. And I think our price is really affordable. So take advantage. Jump in. Go ahead and give it a try. Give us a call. You can order online at hsn.com. It's only $26 on FlexPay to get that home. And you can never go wrong with J. King Turquoise. A great place to start. Now, we have something that is brand new, and I got a little bit of this